tight. They're a little revealing in my butt.
They're nice. They're real nice. Real nice. I love Levi's with that. Because he gets insulted by me so often. Which is true. Oh, do I just go? I totally forgot. Hey! Welcome to American Whiskey. As always, I'm your favorite fat boy host in the whole entire world. But not so fat anymore. Big Sturge. We've got
Dougie Frush,
Justice League, Peanut,
and Levi's over in yonder. You can turn your thing on and say hi. Make sure my side view doesn't show up. You can get punched. You better turn that camera. You don't remember how to do it. Just forget it. This fucking guy. We've also got Levi. That guy. So grab a beer, grab a drink, grab a whiskey, grab a moonshine, grab whatever it is that you like to sip on. Sit back, relax. It is Tuesday. It's a good day. No matter how bad your day was, it's a good freaking day. And we've also got John Vince. All right, guys, you already know we absolutely love wine now here in the studio. If we could redo the name, it might just be America and Wine. But we can't do that now because it's such a great name. But we do like to partake in some wine now. And of course, guys, Burned Out Winery, some of the best. Right down there, you see it. We're not trying to be partial to this one bottle, but we do have one bottle with our name on it. And so all three bottles are, all three of those bottles on there are the ones with that because it's amazing. But we are going to do a commercial for them. Hit it. If you're looking for a unique wine experience, check out Burned Out Winery. Founded by a team of siblings who turned their passion for winemaking into a thriving business. They focus on crafting exceptional small batch wines from Moscato to tart cherry and spiced apple to their delightful sangrias. There's something for everyone. Each bottle tells a story, complete with a creative name that reflects their journey. Their wines are not only fantastic, but they're also affordable, making them a great choice for any occasion. You can easily order online at burnedoutwinery.com or connect with them on Facebook. They deliver. Whether you're local or out of state, they'll ship right to your front door. Support this hardworking team and savor the taste of Burned Out. This is Big Sturge with American Whiskey. No, you lean back. Hey, yo, welcome to the show, America and Whiskey.
and John's chair.
And John's chair. The John's chair is very.
Whoa, we were trying to interview your chair.
Be prepared to see John's backside here because he's also working because he can't take an hour out of his day to just enjoy his moment with American Whiskey, which I thought he was a part of American Whiskey, but I'm confused now. So whatever. But we're going to go around the horn and talk about what we're sipping on. And whatever you do, don't compliment John. I asked him if he's lost weight, and I got insulted by him. The guy looks like he's dropped a few pounds. I wouldn't know. I've dropped the most pounds. I know weight loss, and I've lost many pounds. And I know I've the best pounds. Let's go around the horn and talk about what we're sipping on. I am actually sipping on quite a few. Honestly, it's been a few tonight. I'm not going to take it back to old school episodes, but I'm going to take it back to old school episodes. We had a good time doing those. But a little what's it called?
Castle and Key.
Castle and Key Blade and Bow. Thank you, Chris Sammons. That commercial was for you guys. We love you. And I'm also having a Natty Light. We have just recently discovered that how good Natties were since high school. Exactly. And how cheap they are. They're good down so well.
Can't go wrong.
First off, if you don't like them, then go follow the number one podcast. So I'm also having that.
Also partook in Castle and Key, apple brandy, and a little bit of water.
Did you ask for that? Okay.
You poured it.
You poured it for me. You already forget. Damn.
Did you ask for it?
No.
I forced him. Dylan.
I didn't ask for anything.
I was forced one shot of Castle and Key, then took the other one, and I'm drinking Natural Light.
Well, I'm proud to say I was forced both shots, and right now I'm drinking a Sprite Chill.
You want a beer?
What's that mean?
Yeah, we'll send Levi. Oh, we got one right there. Bear me.
What's a Sprite chill?
Don't worry, we got a bucket of
Cherry
beers down
lime
here.
Sprite.
Is that not the best invention? That's so. Dylan and I were talking earlier, and we were like, finally, we figured it out. We know what 5-gallon buckets are created for.
Beers.
Beers. And I was like, Dylan, that makes, wait a minute. And Dylan's like, bucket of beers. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's actually pretty fucking smart.
Did I start the bucket of beers?
No, I did.
Actually,
You don't remember
Sturgeon.
me say grab a 5-gallon bucket and fill them up with
Yeah.
beers? And Dylan's like,
Name
that's
of it. Bucket of beers.
this guy. All right. So,
What else would you
peanuts.
fucking call it?
So,
I don't know. Good something.
A box of beers?
John Bence, what is what are you sipping on, bro?
I quit drinking. I don't drink anymore. So
Liar, I saw you grab something earlier.
Yeah, and I don't take shots anymore.
no.
What do you sipping
Yeah,
on?
well,
What was it,
I've got
Max?
I got my apple pie with some of my Fireball that I make in it,
Ugh.
and then some Arnold Palmer, spiked Arnold Palmer.
Who doesn't like that bullshit? Those Arnold Palmies, dude,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
they're so good. What's that Will Ferrell movie where he plays cop? And him and Mark Wahlberg go to that really hot.
Is it the other guys?
The other
Yeah,
guys,
other guys,
and
yeah.
that guy comes in with he's got a great beard, by the way. He's like, "Who wants some Arnold Palmies?" Like, sit down. You know that part of the movie, guys?
Yeah.
That's such a good part of. Let's watch that tonight together as we cuddle on the couch. But is that all you're sipping on, Arnold Palmy and the? What was that? Was that?
The,
Mud?
the other was apple pie with my version of Fireball in it.
Sounds
That
delicious.
does sound good.
Moving on. Fred, if Fred is in here, I think Fred's in here. I saw a
Chris
highlight.
and Fred.
So-
I'm no
Fred
longer
and
allowed to have my phone or see comments. So who's Craig Patrick? What's up?
What's
bro?
up, Craig?
Who's Craig?
Craig was on last episode.
Hey, Craig. Cheers, bro. What are you sipping on tonight? What's everybody sipping on? Anybody sipping on anything? Or just clearly me?
No, I am. But we went through us.
I know you fucking did.
Ooh.
Ooh, Fred sipping on AAW wine. Capitalize that W. You make me real happy. I'm trying to.
Which one?
He made the W small. That's the
Second place W.
that's the Dylan end of it.
It's the second place W. Hey, you know what? Firehouse Shine and American Whiskey, we're good at second place. We're fine with it because
Oh,
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
we're fine with it. We're chasing dreams, are we not?
Yep.
That's right.
Keep us
Yes,
in
sir.
Yeah, I'm good with it. So, it's been a Tuesday, but I do want to shout out Philip, aka Peanut, and the Big Sturge, because we're not going to talk about where we're working because I think we're not allowed, right?
Nah,
We're not allowed
you
to
don't
do
do
that.
that.
Okay, so but we can say we are now working together at a place. Dylan also works there, and we're taking a leap of faith. Big change, big change. I mean, I'm going to maintenance, but it's a way different type of maintenance. I feel like
Way different atmosphere.
yeah. And I was super scared to do it because first he got a different job, but same place. And when the job came up for maintenance at the same place, my brother's like, you have to take a test. And I was like, I can't do it. And then Dylan, he's like, if you don't do it, I'm smacking the fuck out of you. My brother said the same thing. I was like, dude, it's 170 question test. It's no joke. They crush all this shit into your head in a week and a half.
Death by PowerPoint.
You have to take notes. If I showed you all my notes, it's crazy. And today, Phil and I took that test. We passed it. So we're moving on. We're going to, I'm super excited, man. I think God really disguises himself in certain places in your life. And he knew that I needed something different. And honestly, when I get home and I see my kids super excited, Dad passed the test, Peanut passed the test, the wife gives me a big nice kiss, by the way.
I didn't get one of them, unfortunately.
Right.
I tried.
Right now.
I did get a hug though.
But to get that and just realize, like, you know what, buddy? In my brain, I feel like I got this guy here. Is like, dude, you're a piece of shit, right? And then you got this guy over here that's like, dude, you can do it, you know, and you're battling those ones. So I took that leap of faith. I'm glad I did. I'm super excited. And Phil,
Congrats,
excited,
fellers.
man. Thanks, man.
And I was right there and could have given you guys a hug today, and you didn't stop and say hi.
Oh, I told you where we were. So, but no,
We got
it's
tomorrow, brother. Tomorrow.
Dylan. What I will say, I've seen how it happened. Like I never knew what it was like to love a place that you're at. You know what I'm saying?
And
But I've seen you and my brother. My brother's been there in the system for 15 years. And I've seen what it's done for his life. I've seen what it's done for you. And sometimes, even if you doubt yourself, John, you went through that. I mean, you told me that when you got invited to the show. You question yourself before you leave. And you're like, am I actually worthy enough to do this? Am I, do I know enough to do that? Well, you ain't going to know unless you fucking do it. Right?
Well, Sturge, I think the big part for you was, yeah, you were making good money, but were you happy?
No, I was not happy. And the biggest thing for me was when I heard that word test. I'm not ashamed to say it. I grew up, I didn't go to school until 3/4 through the way through first grade. So I was on I had ADD and a learning disability. So for the first 4 years, people were telling me, you can't do this, you can't do that. But I had parents that were like, you don't listen to them. Do you want to do it? Yeah, I want to do it. Then we're going to take a couple years, figure it out, take the test, and we're going to escape this motto. And that's what we did. Phil's over here taking my hand, dude, like, you're good.
Yeah,
No, he really
we're fortunate enough to
He
be
really
sitting
did.
side by side and doing the test at the same time.
You guys cheated.
See,
No, we did
No,
not.
actually, we did.
Absolutely fucking not.
We stared down it the whole time.
And the thing is, like, I was sweating and getting that anxiety like back in school days. And today, I proved to myself that I do, you can do what you want to do with your life. You don't have to stay at the place that you're at, and let that be a lesson for anyone listening. Looks like we have 12 people listening, not a lot, but maybe there's one that's not happy. You don't have to live your life for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, sometimes 16 hours a day unhappy. You don't have to do that. You can do what John Benson's doing, and he's working that, it sounds like 5 a.m. to 10 at night job. But he's also chasing that dream. And I think we can all attest, like, that's what it's all about. That's what you're seeing here tonight.
Damn Skippy.
well said.
Sorry for getting emotional.
You ready to be back on Friday?
Oh God, yeah, dude. I don't have to go to this thing no more. I actually get to report to my job.
Oh, wow.
Friday, yeah. I don't even know what to do with my hands. I'm like walk in about who are you? But well, here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know who I am.
My
yet.
question is, have you got to pull up your email yet at the academy?
No,
No.
So you still haven't got my work orders?
you have not.
Okay.
Does my boss know you're sending them?
Okay.
I told him. I've been threatening him. I'm going to send him.
My
work
brother
orders
told me
every
he'd
day.
send them to me. He doesn't even work there.
He will.
That's what I heard. But
Tyrone will do it.
douche. John, I want to know. Do you? I didn't mean to turn this into. I mean, prior to us getting live, we were talking about quarter pounders, fish fillets, and
Big Macs.
Remember the McRibs? We were talking about McRibs
yeah.
and how
Yeah.
messy they were, but McRibs are so worth it. By the way, even if they're
Those
messy,
are my favorite.
you're always like, honey, grab me a napkin while you're eating a McRib on the way to Florida. And she's like, we don't have any napkins. She's like, who the fuck gives you a bag full of McRibs with no fucking napkins? And she's like,
So-
wait a second.
she starts crying. Why are you yelling at me? I'm not fucking yelling.
So Sturge,
Pull over to the pilot so I can wash my fucking body off.
Sturge,
Sorry,
I
that's
think-
not personal experience.
I think we're onto something here. John's right underneath Ronald McDonald, and he
Sorry.
said he loves the McRib. So why can't we have him year round, John?
Good question.
Yeah, I would like to. I actually had 2 cases of them for a while in my freezer.
I'm gonna
You know, if you bring them home and you throw them on the charcoal grill instead of on the regular flat grill, they're great.
My favorite part of Farm to Bottle was when John came over with 400 quarter pounder patties. Right? I'm like, yo, John, What are you doing? He's like, fire up the flat top. We had a
Yeah, I was a little intoxicated, but we was flipping some burgers.
I'm gonna tell you right now, John and I are getting popped with grease, and John's like, "Give me the two-step. Give me the two-step." I'm like, "What the fuck's that?" He brings out. Let me tell you something about the two-step, boy. John's over there getting popped with the grease. I'm over here taking the sweat off his forehead with my boobs. And I'm like, "Sorry, John, keep them cooking." And it's like we had a line from here to the shitter. By the way, there was no shitter. It's out to the highway. There was
No, that's just where Taylor found it.
All right, there was a shitter. Taylor just said, but goddamn, I'm telling you, there's a line out there. Everyone's, "This is the best hamburger I've ever had." And I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, "Motherfucker, it's a quarter pounder about it." Then I ate one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're the best.
And I was like,
That two-step does a lot for them.
Well, and there's just something about having a
John
burger after
sweat
you,
on it. Right?
that, and after you've drank Shine all day long.
Right. I'm like,
I was sober as could be, so.
Well,
here's
we
Dylan,
were not.
Dylan, Doug, and I are like, we had barely drank. But, and John's just over here dripping sweat. And I think that might have been the secret ingredient.
Well, if you remember right before that, I came out wearing Ann's, her cheetah coat.
Yeah.
Do I-
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did have
The
that.
cheetah coat she bought at the silent
Was he
auction.
flipping the burgers with it?
No, it was beforehand. I can't remember that guy's name, but the thrift shop song. Brent, I think it was Brent or Taylor. One of them had a video of me walking through there singing the thrift shop song wearing it.
I know what you're talking about.
Granny is holding her canned green beans from the pantry. Think, what the hell right now?
Huh?
Right, talk about.
What's up, Davis? Yeah, no, that was I don't know if that was the same night. Was that the same night Sturge was stuck in his chair?
I wasn't stuck.
No, I had went home for that night because we had that ball game.
Same night Sturge was singing to the tailpipe of Jen's Jeep.
Damn. That's,
It's not the only thing he was doing.
Okay, John, you want to go there, John? You want to go there, John?
Uh-oh.
Nothing like coming out to John. Okay, the last day we're there. Me.
oh, Jesus Christ.
How late we stay up, right? Sturgeon's getting up at 6:30 to brew some coffee. It don't make a fucking difference.
I smell the coffee. I'm a
Oh, percolator.
Here's Doug. Here's Dylan. You getting up, big guy? Yeah. Give him about 10 minutes. I'll be there.
All right, we'll be drinking beers.
This guy. No, this is what I hear. Dylan. You up? Yeah, why? I haven't been to sleep yet. You making coffee? Yeah. How's Doug doing? Not good. All right. So I go out there and I open the fucking door. This Nimrod Firehouse Shine Company owner has got his fucking tent inside out, cockeyed, and upside down, but sound of fucking sleep in a cot.
Not in a cot. I was on the ground that night. And I ripped my damn sleeping bag trying to get up to go to the bathroom.
So like I'm about to take a piss on his tent, and I realize that son of a bitch ain't even open. I look in there and I'm like, whoa, what the hell happened to that guy last night?
He said, "This is sketchy."
So but I made the coffee. I made great coffee, by the way.
That is great.
There's a lot of different percolators, and I bought the cheapest percolator, but I will tell you the best coffee came from that percolator.
Yes.
I'm over here. I'll never forget the first night me trying to light that 1968 Coleman grill. And I'm over here priming it, boy. I'm like, it just don't light. And then I seen this thing that says open gas. And I'm like, that's what it is. So I open it, and I just 38 seconds later, I'm like, oh, you got to light it. I go to light it. I came back in the camper, and Dylan's like, where'd your eyebrows go? I'm like, well, I'm not fucking sure. I just saw fucking Mars. Some bitch blew my face
No,
off.
that was the wrong night. You saw Mars on another night.
Well,
Oh, true.
Read that comment.
Had every color.
I woke up.
Read that.
I can only see the comments as they pop up. So
Gordon, shut the hell up. You weren't even there. Actually, he was
there.
But he didn't sleep there, did he?
Not that I'm aware of.
I think John was drunk by 9 a.m.
So maybe Gordon paid.
yeah, I don't. The first night I was there, I was supposed to sleep in the tent, Then I went to Red's camper and I was going to sleep there. And then I ended up down at Peterman's camper and slept on the floor a bit.
So you were just hopping back and forth between the guys, huh?
Yeah, you know, for farm to bottle, I guess I'm
Hop on, guys.
Regular old lot lizard.
yeah, I'm just a fucking
Bastard.
you know, we call those flop shops. You sleep where you end up at.
I call that illegal, but whatever. So,
Well.
Simmons Brothers, you guys want to hop on? By the way, if you haven't looked at my posts on Facebook, wink, wink, on my personal page, take a look at it.
Yeah.
No comment, though.
None.
Don't say shit.
First off, I've known all secrets. I know the best, even Bill Clinton's, and this one's the best.
I don't think that's a secret anymore.
I don't think he actually did. Get it, did he? He said he didn't. I'm going with what he said.
Don't they all?
I never had sexual relations with that woman.
Don't they all?
And Joe Biden won the last election.
Well, he thinks he does.
Did, not does. Did.
He thinks he did. Yeah,
Oh, he
he might have
think,
could.
he may think does. Yeah. Can you not Twizzler into the mic? Can you not do the Twizzler package in the mic?
The pack. I mean, I'm not even near
Send
the
the Simmons Brothers. I know Levi, our producer's been told this 4 times, but he is currently on his phone doing something. Let's send that to the Simmons Brothers.
I think he's looking up porn.
Your dad.
It's,
You better send it to everybody. You better not be shopping.
I mean, it involves spending money.
What the hell?
Why do I feel like I just heard Stone Cold's entry song?
I'm gonna fuck you.
Like glass shattering.
Shut up. I'm not gonna. Where's Beer Chug? I don't give a fuck where he's
Oh,
at. But just in case he shows up, let me pound one. Just in case.
You
I
know,
gotta keep it warmed up.
we got a busy day tomorrow, right?
Let me think about this. Maybe I shouldn't do it.
In a hot gym, sweating.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Is that another test?
Someone's gonna puke.
Dude, the last Tuesday, you know how bad it was the next day? Only for one reason. We sat in a fucking metal chair for 11 hours.
Yeah.
I
Like, let's-
wonder
oh
if I can find where the central air system is so I can turn up the heat. For you
Actually,
guys.
no. You won't find it.
They turned the air on and it
It's
still ain't cool.
Only maintenance is able to do it.
Ours,
Hey, by the way, I know a
was
guy.
cold as fuck today.
Yeah, so
That
ours
gym
was
is warm.
getting chilly. But the
You know,
gym,
you know the worst thing about having what you're having right now and tomorrow? When we took our fire test, a guy went out and partied the night before and he puked and we had our mask on.
well, here's my thing. What we're doing involves ground and pound, bud.
He's either gonna puke or shit all over
I don't
something.
think you do that at home or at the Planet Fitness.
I might be wanting to get a new part.
Whatever.
I'll show up
Hey.
tomorrow.
My favorite part of the last one we did, it was like defensive tactics. And they did like if you get in the rear naked choke, like what do you do? Phil and I are like, don't get in it. Because if someone knows how to put you in that motherfucker, you're doing literally nothing.
Yeah.
You're either one going to sleep or two, you're going to sleep and then dying. So they're like, get with your partner. My partner's about 145 pounds. They're like, this isn't fair. I can't get my fucking arm around him. So they find like,
I guess I'm not getting in one then.
we're not going to talk no smack here. We'll be honest. There's a big boy in there. He's works out, not quite Chris's stature, but very close. Definitely the height, probably the weight, but not as quite as chiseled.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, Sturge, let him choke you out. Let him choke you out. And I'm like, all right. I'm looking at his arms. I'm like, he can definitely put them around me. So he stands behind me for like 40 seconds. I got no idea. Well, actually, he tried to do it. He told me that I had my chin down. I'm like, yeah, I knew you were coming. So they're like, well, let him do it without you knowing. So he waited behind me, dude. I was going like this, and I was actually kind of fearful. I was like, I don't know how 100% he's going to be. Well, he went 100%, right? He throws it around me real quick, I couldn't breathe, dog. I was like, fuck. So I threw the elbow into the rib and then I flip him around my whole body, bro. And when I got up, because I thought I was about to die, to be fair. So he actually fist bumped me. He was like, "That boy." But deep down, I feel like people judge me because I'm a fat guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'll defend myself. First off, if you're going to choke me out, I'm putting a fucking pin in your neck.
Craig, I don't think so. I love my job.
No, I'm being dead serious, 100%.
Well,
like,
you know,
I
we
don't
got
like mine anymore.
kudos to Mr. Brown. I mean, you did hit
Mr.
him.
Brown,
You
listen,
did hit him that one time.
he's
Knocked him across the
145
damn
pounds. He's my partner. We start doing leg kicks. I got leg kicks as big as a 159-year-old fucking tree trunk. He was like, "Give me with 100%." I was like, "I'll give you 80." Bam! This son of a bitch just flies across the gym. I'm like, "Ah, shit."
Then he just grins and comes running
He was
back.
like,
He's a good.
but dude, he's all bruised up, and I mean, I got me a little bruise. He actually hammer hit me.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dude, this ain't that bad." And he was like, "Let me give 100," and I was like, "Go for it." About dislocated my elbow. I was like, "Damn." 145 pounds of nothing but G mode.
Oh yeah.
Fred's in.
Hi, Sturge. Hi, Doug. Hi, Dylan.
Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Why are you making this like an AA meeting?
How you doing, John?
Hi,
My name's John, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, my name's Anthony. I'm alcoholic.
My name's Doug, and I like alcohol.
Oh, so you haven't admitted it yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Doug's still trying to admit it.
I'm still a dumpster bomb for
But
alcohol.
I'm so glad you're here, brother.
I'm glad I'm here.
No matter what anyone says.
Yeah.
Fred is
Whatever.
very
I keep going back and looking at that bit or that page you sent me.
That was my brother. I know he.
Or yeah, your brother.
Oh,
One of you wine guys.
You better get Chris in here. Where's he at?
I don't know. He thought I was in a truck.
Well,
You
Well,
driving
one
something?
of them goes to bed at 8 o'clock.
That'd be
That's
me.
Fred. That's Fred.
oh,
I
Yeah, last I heard was one of them goes to bed at 8 o'clock and they eat dinner at like 3 o'clock.
That's Fred. That's Fred.
well, really, Fred eats throughout the day.
I used to not, but now I don't have nobody to talk to all day. So
That's true. I'm sorry, brother. Still love you.
Fred, you don't call me, so
No, time out. I gotta tell Fred something. I know, dude. I'm just as upset about it, Fred.
hey, at least I got to.
If
least
Fred and
you
I
called
work
me
9
after you
hours in
got
a day, we talk 7. Literally. Fred and I would just have each other on each other's earpieces while we work, but now I can't do that.
Well, it's
mm.
you talk every morning.
We do. We do.
For
I'm like,
30
oh,
minutes.
I'm like, I'm vibrating. Feels like it. Let me guess, Fred. I'm like, let me double check. Yep, it's Fred. Hey, Fred, how you doing? How you doing, man?
Nothing. Toodles.
Doodles, I love you.
Toodles.
If anybody could pick roommates, like Fred and I'd probably be roommates.
I'll be your roommate.
I'd be your.
You don't want that shit.
I was about to say, Sturge, just take him to a hotel with us.
Wait,
You
time
gotta
out.
go.
No,
You gotta go. Hey, go to fuck to sleep.
Hey, John, you know what? He's only like that around Dylan
That's true.
because him and I stayed in a camper the first night of Farm to Bottle. And that shit didn't happen.
We drank 2 bottles of tequila. Of course, I wasn't like that.
And then the following night, we had like 4 bottles of God knows what.
No, you
Are
and
you-
Dylan did.
So you're saying Dylan's a bad
I was
influence?
asleep by the
Yes.
time you guys got back.
It's all Dylan.
So
Dylan brings out Sturge's wild side, man.
He
Sturgis,
does. He
the
does.
first night I stayed with you, Doug, I got you 4 bottles deep.
Well, here's
You
the thing:
did.
if Fred and I were roommates, we wouldn't have jobs. We would literally not have. We would be like probably dealers of some sort.
Don't get me wrong.
I would just assume him and I would run a strip club and have a bunch of deals. We'd be a dealer.
I'm not
Yeah.
complaining about the night I had at Farm to
I'm
Bottle.
like,
with Dylan.
hell yeah, Fred, nice chain. Where'd you get that? And I'm like pulling out my. No, Fred and I are living lavish lifestyles inside of the hood somewhere.
But even when
Am I wrong, Fred?
even when Mom was concerned where we were that night,
Definitely be hurting.
Farm to Bottle that second night, you're like, oh, didn't know if you
What
guys
was
are
that
coming.
comment was just on there.
Oh, Craig. He said, where was this shit last week when we had Amanda on?
Oh well, time out, Craig. We have different First off, we have different type of episodes, brother.
This is like our old style of
This
this
is
Unleashed.
Did Craig
kick
say
back
I
and-
wouldn't take another shot?
This is kick back and have a good
So
time.
wait, did we come to the conclusion
Did he say I
on the
would've?
You
problem?
might have.
Yeah, I think we did.
No,
I think we did.
let me explain.
He just retracted his
Let me
words.
explain.
Dylan
First
is the
off,
best pure pressure.
If I want to have a good time, I'm hanging out with my brother Dylan. If I want to have a boring time, I'm hanging out with Doug.
Well, hold on. I almost got shot.
That's true by Dan Gray. I'm hanging out with Phil and I'm hanging out with Levi. If I want to get arrested and don't know what state we're in, I'm going with Fred.
We can
And
do
then
that
John,
just
on the other hand, I'm going with I don't even fuck another
If you want to
planet.
go to bed at like noon, you're going John.
No, if you want to sleep in a tent that's put together on, you're going to bed with me.
If you want to get insulted by a bar for dancing and have your homie back you up,
Go with
it's
John.
fucking John.
It is.
John's out on fucking the biggest street of Gatlinburg drinking a glass beer. Middle of the street.
Which they ended up taking away from me.
He also took a 6'9" bouncer's hand off him and said, "Don't you fucking touch me." I'm looking down at John. I'm like, John, you might want to chill it, dog. He's like, "Nah, fuck you, guy." I'm like, "God, out, go." And they're kicking me out.
As John has $400 in cash just waving in their
400. That
faces.
dude had a grand.
Yeah.
That dude had a grand in his pocket. He's like waving it like a fucking
We give me a
Egyptian woman trying to get, one of those fans. You know what I'm talking about? One of those. What do they call those?
They're fans.
Did you just touch my wiener?
No,
It's 'cause there's
I know.
all over it.
No,
his hand
hands
is
up.
too far down.
Don't worry about it.
You didn't even ask.
You didn't even care.
That's true.
Doug, your hand was too far down.
For you?
No, for him.
Not for me, guy. Not for me. Actually, you would have to dig for it, to be honest. I'm just being fair.
No, Jason, that's not what happened at all.
What happened?
He said that dude got mad as girls having fun
No,
with everyone but him.
That wasn't it. That girl was,
No.
first off, was obsessed with the search.
But no, he wasn't mad. It was the management.
Yeah, it was
They were
sick.
mad at me because I had every one of their fucking people dancing to the.
Well, the
if you're
asshole
playing the
had to-
cha-cha slide, you think I'm going to sit here like, "Oh, good time"? Fuck no, I'm doing the cha-cha slide.
Yeah, we
The
got kicked
nerdy
out by
asshole had to
management.
sit right behind us.
And here's Dylan. He's like, they're like, Dylan's like, "Who's got the fucking problem? Fuck you." And here comes John walking in. "Who's got a fucking problem?" I'm like, "Here we go."
That sounds about right.
Hey, at the end of the day, John, we had our boys back.
But here's how Fred and I's night would go. "Oh man, I'm fucking sorry, dude.
We'll go.
Well, no, absolutely not. Fred and I would smooth it out, drink some
tried
more,
it first.
drink some more, smooth it out again.
Right.
Fred and I are smoother outers until the fucking night ends.
Serge, you
And
know
then
I am.
time out, then we go to a new bar that's still open, then we get in trouble, but we smooth it out.
You get,
Next thing you know,
My-
you get cut off when you trip through the door.
huh?
My calmer side said, "Hey, what's the problem?" And then it became more.
I looked back and I saw like hundreds of dollars on a table just spread out. I was like, "What's that?" And Dylan's like, "Oh, he's just flaunting his cash."
No, in all reality,
like,
Serge, we went over to be peacekeepers. Even our waiter came over and had
Yeah,
our back and
peace.
everything.
And here's Dylan. If my boy wants to shake his ass, then
Well,
Well,
I'll
If
shake
you
the music.
remember right,
so the
he-
dude that was like
he
a
went and
security
smoothed
guard.
it out. Then Dylan comes back to the table after he gets smoothed out. Then he starts thinking about it. He's like, "No, what? Fuck
He
it."
did.
No,
Dylan,
it was
you
not
did.
smoothed out.
It was. You
No, it
came
wasn't.
over, you thought about it, and you're like, "Wait a fucking minute."
No, ask Jason. It was
after
I was being an ass.
That's
after I had the old fashioned there, and I had the other old fashions, and drinking at my truck over in actual Pigeon Forge. After all that, and then I was like, "No, this ain't going." So I went over to talk. That's all it was. Just like Walmart today. Walmart was a shit show today. Almost got assaulted by a handicapped guy.
That usually happens once or twice.
Well, I'm big on. I don't want nobody parking in a handicapped spot unless you need it. So I roll up to Walmart today, and I come out, and there's an electric bicycle parked in a handicapped van parking. And I set my shit in the truck.
Shit up and moved it.
And I had a card that someone left on my truck because I parked it in the freezer box sideways at McDonald's. And I mean, it takes up like 8 parking stalls or 9 parking stalls if I tow that freezer box. If I tow it, there's a big issue that we got a freezer down. But I go over and I look at this bicycle, and this card, it says, "Congratulations, you parked like an asshole." So I write on the back of it, "Handicapped spots are not for bicycles. Congratulations." And I go over to put it on the dude's bike. And I'm like, I'm going to move his bike first. So I just pick the bike up and I start walking over to the spot where it says no parking with the hash mark.
Concrete.
You should have put it in the cart corral.
And this dude comes out of Walmart. And he starts yelling at me. And he's like a short little fat guy.
Shorter than
He
you.
starts fucking yelling at me. And I'm like, "Are you handicapped?" And he's like, "Look, man, there's more to handicap than people that can't walk." And I
Where's
said, "Okay."
Yeah.
Well, no, my first response probably wasn't the right response.
I'd like to hear the first.
But I said, "I understand that." I said, "But these spots are for people that can't fucking walk, dude."
I want to hear the first response.
Well, the first response was, shit. The first response was, in a nutshell, I'll say it this way.
No,
I know there's other reasons, but it's for people that can't walk.
No, I will not move on with this. No, I want to know what you said,
He'll send you a text.
and I'll read it.
And moving on,
Said I'll read it.
this guy starts cussing me.
Wow.
So that went even farther. He threatened to whip my ass. And I said, "Well, I guess since you're handicapped, it won't be a problem." I mean, he's cussing me and raising all kinds of heck, and he's walking out of.
We defensive end.
Well, shit, yeah.
Well,
That's
Whoa.
right.
We just got censored.
But yeah, I mean, when he come out and started cussing me, I was fine with just moving his bike. My mom has MS and can barely walk. She's getting ready to have surgery on her other foot now. And father-in-law, she may actually lose that foot. We don't know yet. Father-in-law has cancer and can barely walk. Mother-in-law's disabled, and it's not just me. There's families out there that have it.
no, yeah, and to your point, if you're able to, and don't get me wrong, like the guy said, there's more disabilities, or there are more handicaps than just being able to walk.
Good.
or
Where's your
whatnot.
fucking sticker?
That said, for like you said, your family members that can't walk, and if they're in a van accessible handicap spot, that's really shitty.
But who's not seen somebody with the handicap sticker parking? We know someone, don't we? Don't we, Phil?
We do.
When they get out of the car and you're like, why the fuck do they have the sticker? And
Yeah.
It just pisses you off. Dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
It pisses you off.
I said something yesterday
So-
to a couple kids or riding around on the things at Walmart. Like, you don't need that shit.
You don't need that shit, dude.
So if I take mom to a doctor appointment, she has a handicap placard. I drop her off at the door. I won't park in the handicap zone because I can walk. And she always tells me, she's like, "Go ahead and park there. You got a placard." No.
Yeah.
Right there. I see a hand up.
Fred wants in.
That freezer truck that you pull around, is that yours?
No, that's McDonald's.
Do you think McDonald's would let somebody borrow that thing?
I highly doubt it.
Let me get that thing.
That sucks.
That's my boy Fred. Hey,
They're about $40,000 for a new one.
But I mean, if you got one, I could just use it for a couple days, right?
What are you trying to freeze?
I like to cold stabilize my wine.
Ah,
by the way, we're gonna, in the honor of the people that truly deserve the handicap spots. Let's just shout that out real fucking fast. Okay, the people that actually fucking deserve that's fucking sticker, right, guys? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
First off, you're not gonna tune up like I'm. First off, you're not gonna tune up like that on me. You're gonna let me get this to my face, and then Fred's gonna count
damn.
us 3.
First off,
Game on me, bud.
I got headphones on. I'll just go when you go.
No.
woo,
You set?
Don't go.
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 It's gone.
Doug.
Dude, I didn't even try.
Philip, you driving tomorrow?
I might have to.
Jesus fuck, where'd that come from?
You should mute that next time. That's not
My wife just looked at me like, damn, who's that hottie?
That's a damn
I'm assuming she's
Sasquatch
looking
call.
at me, but I don't know for sure.
sexy.
Could have been Levi.
Okay.
Could have
Doug
been.
won.
You guys got me laughing so hard. I gotta pee.
It could have been Levi. No.
I let Stairs go first. I felt bad.
There's honestly nobody that's beating me. Dylan, you tell me. Did he win?
No.
Fred?
What?
Did he win?
Um,
I'm not moving in with
Drink
you.
more.
I've decided I'm not.
I missed it. Do it again.
Okay, Pierre Chug.
That's Craig. Oh,
John, don't look until next Monday, homie.
I don't know that I can.
Do what?
Don't look until next Monday.
Oh, on the site?
Yeah,
It's hard not to look.
I know. I look every day for you.
Yeah, I'm actually going to call them on Monday, and I'm going to be like, hey, can I go ahead and get my inspection?
Yeah,
You get that one.
because once you get the inspection, it should be go good fast after that.
All right,
Well, see, Doug and Cheryl at Northern Yankee told me that
go ahead.
when it
Dylan.
came down to their time,
One.
that they wanted to do their grand opening, and they told them, they said, well, it's going to be another month and a half before we get out there to do your inspection.
Yeah, because they only have like one guy for. I think our guy was like a substitute guy because there was nobody else in the area.
Fuck
Well,
you.
I'm fine with just them signing off, and
Now they'll actually come out and look at it.
oh, I know they will, but I'm okay with them just signing off.
So is everything handicap accessible?
Yeah, actually.
Other than one door, yeah, I got ramps at 2 doors.
What one door is not handicap accessible? You have to go up no stairs.
The side.
Well, yeah, but the very back door don't have any type of ramp to it.
It doesn't need one.
No, it has to be certain width.
I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, 36 inches.
Confused where Fred's handicap door is.
Huh?
Where's your handicap door?
Nobody can come in my winery.
Oh, damn.
John, did you
Never
say it's a
mind.
back door?
First off, I'm going to Fred's winery with
Yeah, the
or
one
without a
with you.
handicapper.
You've been there, right?
No.
I'm invited.
It's like a side.
We can open up the garage door.
No, it's like a
Hey,
side.
Sturgeon's coming! Open up the garage door. Oh, that's real fucking nice, Fred. Thank you.
Hold on, I got Craig. I got Sangiovese,
Oh, he's got it all.
Red Blend,
Have the website in the comments.
Cab, Chardonnay, Pinot, Niagara,
What do you want?
Viagra.
He
Tell
has-
me.
Niagara, Raspberry, and Vermentino.
John's like, I'm not ready to roll that in. Oh, this.
Nope. I'm just a dumb redneck that likes whiskey.
And blueberries.
You like blueberries, homie?
The absolute
Yep.
best blueberries.
The best, actually.
Yes, the best.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I got all these friends, and none of them have been like, "Hey, you want to try John's Blueberry?"
That's because you haven't been here to try it. So that's interesting.
I've been there many a times.
You haven't been
We-
there.
Ooh, that sounds like a call out.
He hasn't been there since that.
But you should have it on your shelf at all times.
How
right?
the fuck is that possible?
You got everybody else's stuff on
Well,
your shelf at all times.
Well, John's trying to be a legal distiller, buddy. So how the fuck would I have it? He's not legal yet.
Okay.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you, wifey.
He's like,
it's like getting a wine
he's like,
bottle,
okay.
right? It's like getting a wine bottle with no label.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to put that out there, right?
Okay. That's why we're not roommates.
That's not why we're not roommates. We're not roommates because we both are fucking married.
Yeah.
We would definitely be roommates.
My
Take that
wife
back.
said we're married to each other.
No, first off, take that fucking back.
You're not going to win, Sturge.
I'm not going to win what?
I don't know, whatever you're trying to do.
No, you said that's why we're not roommates.
Oh,
There you go.
Dylan removed it.
We won.
Jesus Christ. I thought it was the other way around. I thought he's like, you're not going to win. Click.
Business. You take that back. That's why we're not roommates.
Because you said we're married to our wives.
No, that was after the fact that I felt like I had to defend myself, right? You said,
Why do you feel like you have to defend? We've already had this conversation once. Like
no,
this.
I said, I'm going to punch him in the mouth next time I see him. Don't say when
I'll
next time.
see you on Friday.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. Don't say you're going to see me Friday. It's a surprise.
I'm
You
not.
really-
I said Saturday. Aren't you coming to the market?
No.
Why not?
My wife's birthday, and I'm going to be slashed, dude. I'm going to be slashed.
You got kids. You can't be slashed.
Well, I figured, hey, Bob, I figured the kid part out.
See, now you guys see what I
You
do
gonna
with
say, John,
every
sorry, I
morning.
saw your hand.
Yeah, you want to know what Phil has to deal with every fucking morning? This guy. This guy right the fuck there. He's like, I thought you were done with the academy this week. What do you mean, Fred? No wonder fucking Ty is literally stressed about you all the time. You don't listen. Guy's like, he doesn't listen to a fucking thing. And I'm like, yes, he does, until I fucking start a new job. And I'm like, Fred's like, what do you mean? I thought you started at your actual place today. I'm like, no, I got 3 more weeks. He's like, okay, you've been really grouchy for the last week and a half. You've not been the same. I'm like, oh my God. And here's Peanut on the other side. Just laughing his ass
You
off.
remember? You guys you said it was
I'm
right
going to
next to the one place.
No, are you being serious right now, dude?
Fred's like, I'm going
No,
to
he ain't
work.
serious.
I'm going to pepper this old
John
bitch's car.
Vince had to work 11 hours this week. Leave him alone.
He had to pressure wash them sidewalks.
Is this a joke? Did give me my phone? Do I get rights to my phone for a second? That's what I thought.
I thought you had that happen to you in the past.
Yeah,
So I
like
thought I'd recreate it.
Jason Davis. You guys remember that?
Dude,
No, not
Ben.
Jason Davis was like in his shack.
Oh, yeah.
About
And I don't know. It was like 14 minutes long.
It was the Mountain Dew.
Dude, you weren't even there.
It was his Mountain Dew shine. He was
He was
sleeping on
sipping
it.
so he just created his Mountain Dew to shine, and he's sipping on it. Next thing you
Sipping
fucking-
his-
Mountain Dew shine.
you heard this right here for 15 minutes, dude. And then he wakes up and he's like, "What do you mean I was sleeping?"
I've been here the whole time.
It was like Uncle Joey style. It was like
That's what I was talking about. Was when
Dude, there were so many episodes. He's like, nah, I wasn't fucking sleeping. Like,
that's how. But
no, the one I'm talking about, he was like this, and he's like, I wasn't sleeping.
Are you talking about Jason Kendall's?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And he was sound asleep. You could hear him go.
dude, I've been looking at
Oh,
stairs. This is when we had the plexiglass and we
Yeah.
could see to the other room. And
That was a whole different.
I'm sitting
studio.
here looking at stairs. I'm like,
And then he wakes up and he's like insults me.
what? What are you talking
Shit.
about? What are you talking about?
I'm
I
going-
wasn't fucking sleeping.
He's like, I'm the face of the podcast, Dick.
Like you're out.
Now he's on the #1 podcast. So what else?
Number 2.
Second place.
Yep.
We're all about #2 in the studio here, brothers. Where's Ty? Hey, Ty? Ty?
He's talking
Ty?
to you. She said what?
Ty, can you hear me over? Ty, can you hear me over?
She said she's being shy right now.
Yeah.
He didn't say 10-4.
Sorry. That's not radio code where I'm from.
Well,
Whatever. Ty, I'll talk to you in person. It's about Fred.
She said, "Oh,
I was just curious if you have to take Zoloft because of him.
no."
Like, damn, how's he gonna call me out?
Did I? It was just a joke, but seriously, I'm not joking either.
Yeah, but when she's not telling you, she's like, Zoloft won't even touch that shit.
She's like, you need straight street drugs for that shit.
What are you doing back there, John?
Watching Quinn.
no. I'm messing around with a cup that I've been trying to create for someone.
Logan in the
And for some reason, my laser will not make a perfect circle. It's egg-shaped every time I try to do it.
How's that
Maybe
Burned
it's
Out
the
Winery son?
Well, hang on. Well, shit. I might be able to do something with it. Hang on.
Hold on.
I'm wheeling away.
Look at that. What does that white sign say?
What white sign? On the wall?
Yeah. Is that the like
That's so I can watch my football in here.
I like that, dude. Thank
Hang
you.
on. We will. Yeah, I'm fat. I mean, I lost a few pounds.
Well, I thought so.
Oh, there it is.
Well, shit. It ain't coming up very good. Hang on, man.
We
John,
we
why
saw
you-
it when it was out of camera.
John, why are you out
I
of
just
breath?
woke up as 2 girls.
I fucking love Gordon. Gordon Chinaman is the best, bro.
Well, it still ain't fucking shining through it.
Every time he tries to show it.
It's because of the
Tap
What
it
the
on
fuck?
the side, like the old TV.
pretty much, Fred. It's pretty much shitty. Hopefully, you're excited. Hey, don't look at it. Don't look at it. There you go.
Fred,
What do you think it
Fred,
was?
when you get it, just blow into the cord. It's like an old Nintendo.
Yeah, you got to blow in the cartridge. I can't even square it up with me here.
Oh, there it is.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh,
It's because I got it on the plug. It's because I got it on the extension cord, okay?
It's because he's got it on the Motorola flip phone.
It's because he got
God, you guys are so harsh.
You notice that ever since you got your internet fixed, Anthony, it's a lot better.
Thanks, bro. I spent a lot of money on it.
Fred, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. See, it was his internet, wasn't it?
I just slobbered on myself, but whatevs.
It has made me realize that Fred hasn't glitched one time.
So here's the thing: I insulted all of our people that are on with us
And it was
for the last 4 years. But here's the funny thing: you guys ready for the joke? It was never them. It was always me the whole time. Right. But I'll be honest: it's not my fault that we could see the fucking strobes when we weren't looking at the thing. But when
That's
he
true.
pulled it, that's not my internet. That's
no,
that motherfucker.
He had
It was an internet.
it's still on in the background.
No, that's my laser going.
Yeah, that's
someone's
his laser.
flashing.
Yeah, I think next time Sturgis down, he's gonna put his arm under it and let me laser on his arm.
Why'd you just touch my elbow like that?
I don't know.
That was odd. I felt really.
We'll put the AAW on it.
I want you to stop doing that.
I wanted you to stop burning my leg off that one night.
I
but
never did it since, dude.
What
You
the
just-
fuck? Waiting on the dance update.
Like hell, that was
Give me the
chestnuts roasting.
Levi, give me the
Levi, you
lighter.
don't touch that lighter.
Well, don't touch my elbow fat like that ever again.
That was
That was
bone.
rude,
That
dude.
was bone.
That wasn't bone. That was nothing but elbow fat.
I know what bone is.
I bet you do, weirdo.
Probably do.
Whoa!
Soda and
Oh, you talk about a bone, the dog's
I
going
know.
crazy.
Yep, the dog knows what the bone is, don't it?
absolutely.
What is that flashing in the background? Firehouse.
Where?
My dogs bark when the wind blows.
That's not his laser, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my laser.
Yeah, that's his laser.
Oh, I'm not going to talk till the dog shuts. Every time
There
I
you
talk,
go.
dog just.
Just whack.
Great episode. This
Now-
has been one. I feel like it's a good day.
Great day.
Huh?
Great day.
That's a good day.
You got
Is Fred talking or
That's what I was wondering.
Let me
he's
guess.
like,
Internet. Blame the internet.
No, he's you bet gotcha.
I think he muted it and then he started talking again.
that was an April Fool's, wasn't it?
I muted it, and then I was acting like I was talking, but I wasn't saying anything.
Nah.
Hey, Josh Jones, how you doing, bro? Good to see you in here. Been a while.
Wes is at the boogie ball.
Oh, I can only imagine what a
Oh,
boogie ball
Lord.
is.
Did he get to take a water bottle with
Better
him?
not get another one.
Is he wearing his Firehouse Flame Out shirt? What the fuck?
That just means Philip's driving tomorrow. Make sure you put your phone into the surround sound.
I'm absolutely driving tomorrow, dude. Do you know how much wine I drank last Tuesday? It was stupid, dude. I was like, wine can't get me sick, and I was like, oh fuck, yeah, it can.
No, that
Till
was
5 a.m.
That
rolls
was
around.
2 Tuesdays ago.
Well, whatever happened last Tuesday, I don't remember, but I got us to
What
work.
the fuck?
Huh?
You're upset last Tuesday.
Oh yeah, that was right.
Did it
'cause
work?
No, it did not. 'Cause
Is
I
that an
missed-
X tool?
Yeah, X-Tool.
And you made that sign that you made for us on the X tool?
like that? Whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were trying to throw jabs
Uh-huh.
and shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to-
sometimes you screw up and you use a whole cup.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Oh no,
We call it a practice cup.
Dylan. Hey, Fred.
What's up?
Hey, John. Try to throw me off my
What the-
rock Tuesday.
What the hell state were we in? We were doing that at that damn
I don't fucking Georgia.
Georgia.
I know right here. Big Stars. I was like, who the fuck's I look back there? There's fucking Peanut. 45 people back, dude. Just embarrassing the fuck out of me, dude. He's like, Big Stars. And I was like, oh. He's like, and the lady checking me out was like, do you know him? I'm like, fuck no. It was that case. It was Bucky's. That's what it was. By the way, we're not allowed back to Bucky's either. So
Imagine that.
great time. Great time.
Hey!
Damn, where you at? A psych ward?
It looks like he's in the hood.
Where's Michaela? Where's Michaela? Text Michaela.
Oh, shit.
Fuck. Jay Bird's headed to go drink some Mountain Dew skis.
Where'd she get that Mountain Dew at?
Quit muting yourself, Jay Bird.
I don't know. Do what?
Oh, hell.
How are you?
Suck it.
I'm driving.
Where'd you get that Mountain Dew shine at?
Just because you're driving don't mean
Some guy gave me the recipe.
We all know the giver.
I bet if I'm a betting man, that came from a guy in Wilmington.
Where's Wilmington?
There's a lot of guys in Wilmington.
I heard that's Tornado Alley.
Where Wilmington?
See, now it's Dayton.
There wasn't nothing here the other night. That's for
I
sure.
call it Wilmington.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how it was in Inglewood there, Chris, but
do you say
Huber was kind of a little crazy.
Wilmington or Wilmington?
Wilmington.
Wilmington.
I call it Wilmington.
Call it whatever
How
you
was
want.
your event this weekend, Jason?
Good. I hope you got some customers.
So they're trying to have a serious episode. I'm out.
That all it takes? And you're welcome.
Where'd my buddy go?
Brad's like 2 days late.
He left.
Oh, he's gonna wave to me in a minute.
Was there a lot of people there, Jason?
Yeah, there was a lot. I think there was, I don't know, there was several. I mean, we sold, I think we donated about $1,000 to the charity from the event. That's awesome. So
Was the old, what's his name, Paps or something? The guy that was at the one that,
yeah, he wasn't there. He's working on taxes right now.
yeah, you better get them
Oh,
done.
Chris
We sent
Lewis.
his stuff too. For
That
him.
time of the year.
Yeah, Chris Lewis.
You know whose you didn't serve?
So he's doing taxes right now.
Yours?
Exactly, because the state won't get it going.
Not yours.
Damn
It's
you,
impending.
Ohio.
Jesus, dude.
It's pending.
Jaybird, how
Yeah.
long home?
Oh, sorry. Let me move over.
Do what?
You get enough space.
How long do you get home, Jaybird?
About 2
You're
minutes.
upset about me touching your elbow.
We can't wait for you to go to sleep again.
First off, you leave Jay
Good.
Bird alone.
I wasn't the only one.
No, you definitely weren't. You weren't the first Jason on this podcast to go to sleep. That you were
Look
not.
at Fred rubbing his eyes. That's so cute. So cute. He's so tired.
That you
Fred's
were
like, it's
not.
past my bedtime.
He's so
Hey.
cute. Again, Fred, show all the ladies watching. Rub your eyes. Oh, yeah.
Did you remember that look? He almost had it down. Just
I'm trying to still figure out where Chris is at. I don't know why he does his eyeball things. Chris, why do you do the eyeballish things?
Because I'm trying to stay awake.
It's super hot.
He is a bunch
He's
of old
tired
people.
today. Usually I'm in
Joe,
bed.
put your hat on. Jesus Christ, dude. We just lost
What?
4 viewers.
No, it's there.
well, hold on. How you gonna say something to John?
Don't say that about Chris.
Look at this.
Hold on. I ain't
First
just
off,
saying nothing
Say
about
something
Chris.
about Fred. I'll smack you. That's my
Look,
boy.
he doesn't put his hood up.
No, tell me I like your hairline, Fred. Say something about my boy. See what happens, boy.
I love your hairline, bro.
I'll smack the fuck out you.
Hey, wait a minute. You're saying say something. You can't fucking hit me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
Yeah.
can get you. First
Wait a
off.
minute. Here, boys. Look at all
Oh.
that.
Put that back on.
Look, here's a funny thing. Take it off, John.
He said,
Because,
take it
like,
huh?
that's how mine grows in like that.
Yeah, but I
just
like
shaved
you.
mine.
Fred, you look good, bud. You got a whole head of hair, brother.
No, I don't.
He said, no, I don't.
I'm gonna donate my lock of balls.
She said, Stir, stop lying to me. No, I
I've
don't.
got lock of balls.
You know, Sturge is on a roll tonight. As soon as we got on the show, he's like, or before we went live, John, you lost weight? I'm like, nope. Then he's like, hey, Fred, you got a whole head of hair. He's like, no, I don't.
Why are you talking shit about Fred, bub?
He's trying to be nice.
I'm trying to be nice to you. Dude.
Nobody's
So
used
what
to
you're
that.
saying is you was just telling me I lost weight out of pity.
No, what I'm telling you is I thought it looked like you lost weight. I don't
But
know
the
why.
camera was in landscape mode.
Next, I'll put it in panorama.
No, first off, you're not going to tell me what my phone was at. No. You are not
Oh,
going to
Jesus Christ.
my phone was set at. I was zoomed in 10 times. I saw your belly button. And I thought to myself, and his belly button was smaller.
Wonderful world.
What did
You
you
must
say?
have an apple.
What did Fred just say?
I think you're talking about a beautiful
He's
world or something.
hallucinating.
Fred, Fred,
He's that
your
tired.
hair
he's
looks like
hallucinating.
shit.
That's
Better
all
you want me to insult you? No, you have a great head of hair. I'm proud of what you've got up top, brother. Great hair. You have great hair.
And a sexy beard.
That is nice. He's got a great mustache.
Yes.
Unlike his brother.
I wonder.
Poor Chris.
Wow.
Just
But Chris has great eyebrows.
I wonder if I
Yes.
throw people off when I see him in person with my beard.
Yeah, because we don't know who the hell you are.
No, but you know
You
when I,
just
when I look in the screen here, you don't know I have a beard, right?
Sturge. Is he a
Let me
shapeshifter?
look at it. It's because it's ugly, dude.
Well, I'm not saying it's good looking, but you don't know I have a beard. You know.
Who trims your mustache?
Speaking of hair, I see Jason Davis has a full head.
Actually got a great mustache.
It's
You have a solid
beautiful
ass-
locks.
Gail cuts his.
Yeah, because his
Yeah.
It freaked me out.
Snoop Dogg.
Hey, Bird, how did you go from driving a spaceship to sitting on a couch?
Well, when you were out, he pulled into his home.
Yeah.
He was abducted.
Shape shifter.
Okay.
I went and got the wife gas in her car for her.
You want to take a shot together?
Jaybird just spawned in.
You want to take a shot together or not? Everybody, do you guys want to take a shot?
Yeah, I'll take a shot. Let me go get one.
All right, Chris, are you in?
And what? Yeah, I'm in the shot.
He's like, I'm in the podcast.
You got about 10 more minutes and I'm asleep.
That's
Do
it.
you go by that old people's schedule too?
Oh, look at that.
That's a beautiful bottle.
Jaybird got the AAW bottle.
Hang on.
Did you
let
get one,
me-
Doug?
I got two of them.
I don't know. There's a few here.
Did you buy one?
There's a few here.
Dylan's taking a shot. You taking one?
Might have a. Hello.
You can have that whole bottle, Fred.
Ooh, clear.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Clear. What is that?
Show's over.
Everclear?
No, it's a clear Cabernet.
You in?
Michaela.
Another shot.
Oh, the boss
Don't tell me Michaela's on. Don't
The
tell me
boss
Michaela's
Kayla,
Is she in?
have a shot of this.
Let me grab her a shot glass. Let me go get Michaela a shot glass. I'll be right back.
she's coming in to
So,
fix this
so Fred,
shit
what are you
show.
hitting on? Are you hitting on the clear? Or are you
I
hitting
can
on
only do
the?
so much, Jaybird.
I'm gonna hit the
I said I can only do so much. I'm not a
Merlot.
magician.
I know. We all try.
if it smells good.
So I got a question for you, Fred, and this is just me being curious.
What?
I notice you're not drinking your own product.
Yeah.
Are there things that you have grown to like prior to making that you still go
Hang
back
on a
to?
minute, guys. I'll be right back.
Or where does your palate land with what you have right now?
So I really like dry reds without a lot of oak.
Right.
So
I think we
and
talked about that. Yeah.
I'm drinking it on a show.
prefer a Merlot,
Yep.
and I'm out of
That's
there.
why I locked it up.
I'll be drinking mine, but I'm a firm believer on there's a billion wines out there.
Sure.
There's a billion Merlots, so why not try all of them?
No, I don't blame you one bit. I agree. I guess that would just be the same thing with someone that distills and has in their
It's
house.
kind of like I put on the thing that like it's kind of like
Michaela, I love you.
like if you work at like Domino's or like a restaurant,
Yeah.
and that's you eat it all the time. It just I don't know.
All right,
I
who's
like
all taking a shot? Who's all taking a shot?
No,
Important conversation
I
here.
agree.
Who's all
I
taking
was
a
just,
shot?
I was just curious. I didn't know if there was like a
No.
certain thing that you go for.
Shot glasses. Who's got shot glasses? Let's go.
I like a Merlot, Doug.
All right.
Or a nice bold cab.
We can
Yeah.
hey, we can, fraternize after the shot.
For
Excuse me.
flavors, this is whiskey.
Quit letting them distract you.
Jaybird's ready.
You want to do the shot for me on here? Yeah. Hey, I got a substitute on my shot.
We got a sub.
I hope it's not,
Get a shot glass.
hope it's not the 12-year-old.
Is that good?
That was way too much.
That's way too much?
Yeah.
That's like a half of a shot.
Yeah.
I didn't see the glass. clear.
All right, I got a substitute on my shot.
Who's that? Okay, she
That's
loses.
my son's wife.
Well, your son's wife before the shot. John, are you in on a shot or not?
That wasn't that bad. So now you want a full shot?
John!
He's doing his.
What?
That didn't
Fill
count.
up your shot glass.
John serving under
Michaela. She's my favorite, by the way. The best.
Hand me that second bottle on the bottom, middle bottle.
Jay Bird, are you full?
Jay Bird's ready.
How about Chris with Bird Out Winery? What is
Chris is
that,
ready.
Chris? What is that?
This is
man's
this
drink.
guy I know makes a Cabernet.
Let me
Just
guess.
drinking.
It's called The Teacher.
On
So,
our
your,
screen,
so his mom gets mad.
It sounds like Red's in the house.
on our screen, it's the guy
All
above
right,
you.
here I got
Maple bourbon.
Let's put it up top. I want you guys to know. We don't have many episodes like this anymore because we're trying to stay professional and not hammered, but that's fine.
That's Mountain
Thank
Dew.
you, Michaela.
It's a little hard to get the lid off of, but it's Mountain Dew.
You, Michaela. And I guess I like you guys. Cheers to 2025. Let's fuck shit up.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go.
Oh, we're fucking shit up.
Easy.
This is the air.
Hello.
That's a good Cabernet, Fred.
Thank you.
First off, it's my.
I thought we were shooting whiskey.
I did.
I did.
No, I'm about to go to bed.
It makes sense for them to shoot the wine. I mean, they're the wine
What?
guys.
You're gonna head out. Lock the bottom lock right, or the bottom, the handle.
People don't even want to
You
stay
did
with
it, yeah.
John.
Huh? Love you.
Oh my god.
Love you.
Bye.
Toodles.
What's your go-to drink, Doug?
Well,
Anything cheap?
I guess.
Pond water.
Yeah. So Sturge knows this, and we talked about it earlier.
I'd like to hear
I'm
this.
kind of like the dumpster of alcohols.
I'm like, dude, this is shit moonshine. He tastes it. Like, well, if you don't want it, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you talking The Walking Dead?
You just like to try just like a lot of stuff, right?
He just likes to drink.
yes. So not, and it doesn't differ whether it's beer, wine, liquor.
The dude walked up to the studio one
I like
time
to try
when
everything
the-
because if I don't try everything, I don't know what I'm going to like.
What was the one thing? The
So-
boombox?
Oh, Milwaukee's best.
No, this motherfucker walked in one time.
I tried that when I was younger.
It
I
looked
don't
like-
care for it.
It looked like a Capri Sun, dude. I was like, "What are you drinking, dog?" And he's like, "I was like, it looks like Capri Sun." He's like, "It's a beatbox." I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" I Google it.
What's a beatbox?
It's actually free.
No, it's like 3 shades less than a fucking 40 Cobra, dude. I'm like,
Oh God.
It's like a 14% juice box for like
again,
$2.
Again, 3 shades less than a Cobra, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's like in between a Cobra
if you
and a
pull
Four
up to
Loco.
if you pull up to a party
Poor Loco.
and I roll up with a brown sack Cobra, I'm
Brown sack
fancy,
Cobra.
dude. A brown. First
Yeah,
off,
100%.
nobody pulls up to a party without the brown sack and a Cobra. So I'm pulling up to the party looking
I
like
pull up to a party with a brown sack all the time.
Brad and I would live inside.
Wow. That was a sound.
Kudos, you are not wrong.
Yep.
But my boy,
Oh, you like that
right
one.
here pulls up with beatboxes and like he's now everyone's like, "What's a beatbox? You never had it? It's really it's terrible, but it's."
I walk in, I'm like, I don't know, but I'm having it. You know,
So I'm bringing wine coolers, and Doug's gonna drink them all.
100%.
I'm gonna-
Actually, Phil will also drink those.
Michaela, if you put it in front of me, it'll be in my belly. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure my moonshine I just ran is poisonous. He's like, "Nah, I'll take it."
Cool. Tastes great. Smells
Hey,
good.
yeah. I don't care. It's blue. Is that blue? I'm like, yeah. It's, I'm gonna dump it out. He's like, don't dump that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That copper oxide in that jar over there, just go ahead and drink it.
Yeah,
that's
it's
Doug,
not-
dude. He's like, if I water it now with some Diet Coke, it'll be fine.
How else am I going to fight it off?
Did you run it through a car radiator? I'm like, no. Why? He's like, it's good then. What is chocolate?
I would love to say you're wrong, but you're kind of right.
I know. I've known you. I've known you longer than anyone in this podcast.
100%.
I'll never forget the fact you telling me that it was like medication, and then I took the medication for hours, and I woke up the next day like I need medication. This is fucking horrible.
Did Dylan go drop a deuce?
Like 27.
Be right back.
Big deal.
It was your older brother's fault.
No, it wasn't. It was your fault. My brother told you not to let me have it.
It started with him.
It was you and Luke. Actually, you and Luke are the one that destroyed me. You're like, put a chew in.
Did you just say destroyed you?
Yeah, you did.
You had 4
What
kids?
you got going on, Michaela?
I'm pretty sure none of my kids are mine.
Just got home
I don't even own the house.
Nice sturdy beer. Trying to catch a buzz, trying to catch up, but I think if I do, my liver will just shit the bed.
Yeah, good luck,
Oh,
Michaela.
it's only 5:30 where you're at,
I
right?
was like, woo. Yeah,
They're
it's
working
fine.
on their second liver transplant.
Yeah.
You missed the
Well,
shotgun battles.
Michaela,
Oh, God.
just to let you know, I also beat Doug in 3 shotgun beers.
Just 2, 1.
First
one
up,
and
you wanna
one.
do a third?
No.
Doug won.
Also,
Yeah,
him and
thank
you.
passed their test.
This is a 19.2 ounce of a
Chug on.
9.2% beer. I'm not shotgunning this shit. I will hurl.
What's the percentage on that?
9.2.
Ooh.
That ain't shit
So-
on V-Bucks.
So is it like old school 4 Loco?
No, it's a Big Smile
Big Smile,
Imperial
bro.
IPA.
It's a
One of my
Steel
favorite.
Reserve.
Yeah. Oh God. That
I
will make.
remember when people were dying on 4 Locos,
Yeah,
like
because
the
the
old.
caffeine was 950.
It was an energy drink with fucking
It's like
malt.
Jolt.
I think I actually died on one.
Hey, John, when did you get here?
I grew up in that era, you know.
When they
Tilt,
came out with
Sparks,
do you remember
Yeah.
4 Loco, like the
Do you
original
remember-
4 Locos.
Do you remember Steel Reserves?
Oh yeah.
So I'll
You
never
know,
forget.
since-
So I
I
went to
drink those
Speed one.
down by the river.
I went to Speedway one time, and this old guy's
Makes
over
sense.
by the beer cooler at Speedway on Dirt Road.
Oh,
He's like, "You trying to get fucked up?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm 21." Yeah. He's like, "Get 4 of these." And I look at him. I'm like, "They look good. They're 211s." 4
oh my God, they're 89 cents for
they're
24 ounces.
reserves. So I go up to the register. She looks at me. I look at her, and she's like, "Is this all you need?" I'm like, yeah. Put them in the bag for me." I go home. No, Fred, hold on. First off, Michaela, you always yell at me for interrupting. Tell Fred to hold the fuck on. So I go home. My dad has a paper route, right? So he gets up
I
at like 3 in
remember
the
that.
morning. Yeah. So I chugged 2 of these 211s, 411s, whatever. And I passed out in the bathroom, dude. Like the fucking bathroom. My dad wakes up and he's like, "What are you doing?" I have no clue, Dad. He's like, "These the cans."
Took shit,
And he
got
comes in.
tired.
He's like, "You know who drinks this?" I'm like, "No."
Me.
Alcoholics. And my dad, some old guy at Speedway told me, "Chug them until you pass out." That's what I did. That's what I did. The next day, I
You're
wake
like, Dad,
up.
I got 2 more. Where that
I
comes
did,
from?
but here's the fucking thing. I go to look for those, and I couldn't find them the next
He
night.
drank
I'm like, "What the fuck?"
He drank.
The old man drunk them up.
Yeah, he did. He drank.
He's like, "How many did it take you to pass out?" I'm like, 2. He's like, "Shit, I need 4." I was
Go
like,
get
"Well,
more.
Nah,
Yeah,
those-
he's like I drank those and mowed the lawn.
dude, I actually, those things are fucking insane. That's malt liquor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're malt liquor.
Uh-huh.
Like you,
This was
when I,
why malt liquor of choice.
I think I watched Lion King when I drank them. It was real weird, dude. I was like drinking them. I was like, don't bring it up.
Copyright.
It was Mufasa.
Go ahead, Fred. What did you have to add to that, Frederick?
I was just gonna say the Steel Reserves was like the only thing the
Ooh,
guy at Patterson and Wilmington through the drive-through would let us buy when we were underage.
Because they fucking like it.
Damn.
Yes, Chris.
Chris, go ahead.
I got a question for Michaela.
Yeah.
Do you want to find other people's products opposed to the ones you make,
Chris?
When you drink?
So yes. One of despite being a distiller, I actually pretty much just drink beer. I do drink some whiskey. I drink a lot of gin, but if I'm just like coming home and I want to relax, like it's just beer.
What is Fridays? What does Fridays look like, Michaela?
What's that?
What do your Fridays look like?
I do this really cool podcast after work, where we talk about crime or mystery stuff. It's called Sip and Solve. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, this one was trying to get.
Shut up and let her talk.
He didn't hear it. He didn't
That
hear
was
it.
it. That was it.
He didn't hear it.
He's like, what?
What'd you say? Time out. I got to hear what these fucks said. What'd you say?
She said a really cool podcast she gets into, and Fred said, "Still talking?"
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't realize I was fired. I guess
I know you bounced on my ass.
Is that when Still Talking's on?
I almost pulled my ass cakes out. I just want everybody to know that.
Oh my god, you almost made me.
Oh, sorry guys, I gotta go.
Just now.
All right, man. Be safe, buddy.
Bye.
Be safe. Love you.
What was
Turn
your
your
question,
phone off.
Chris? What was your question to Michaela?
And I'll shut y'all.
Do I
Chris,
find my
you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, what was your question to Michaela?
Does she drink her own stuff opposed to other stuff, or does she try more products from other companies?
I really like exploring stuff. At my work, we actually have a pretty expansive library of a bunch of stuff. My boss has been distilling for like 20 years. And he is also a weirdo like me. So he'll just like grab random stuff. And so we'll, for our shifty at the end of the day, just for our sometimes we'll just like grab a random thing, offer tasting notes, and kind of just try through it. He got this whiskey advent calendar for Christmas last year, and so he saved half of each one of them so that we could all, well, Carl and I mostly, but so we could try them as a group and kind of like just hone our craft and try more things that we would never have the chance to try.
That's how my boss is. He just buys random stuff, and he's like, "Here, try this, Chris."
Yep. Yeah.
I really
okay. But then we have friends who shop and buy these weird wines, and I'm like, "Really, guys? Like barefoot and stuff?"
Oh, I'm gonna bring some of this gin with me to Ohio. A friend of mine was working on it for like a private label, but they wanted it to smell like to taste like petrichor, which is the smell after it rains. And I just have the first prototype of it, and it like I'm not saying like mold gin, but it's from like beets and chanterelle mushrooms, and it's got like a funk to it that I think is like sometimes distillers have, like distillers have this inherent kind of like masochistic desire to try weird shit. So it's not good, but I will make everyone try it.
I thought it was really interesting. The first time you answered that, Michaela, you said, "Well, I mainly drink a lot of beer, just a tiny bit of whiskey, and a lot of gin."
First off, why are you judging my homie, dude?
Because I can.
No, not gonna fucking happen. Not on this podcast.
No, I just love to respond. She said I drink a lot of beer, a little bit of whiskey,
you better,
and a lot of gin.
Yeah.
Hey, Levi.
And I am so curious to
mute him.
Don't do it. I want to try. I can't wait till you bring the gin that you have locally you make.
Yep.
When you bring it.
3 of them.
Let's look familiar, Jason.
I did to
Michaela,
try and taste a gin that I actually like.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm
There you
actually
go,
gonna
Chris.
go at one of the distillery. So I used to run a
I know where
distillery
Moore's at.
in Portland before I went to this one. But I used to make a pink hibiscus gin.
Yeah.
So it was more on the floral side, and then I steeped
Sorry,
hibiscus
Phil's
flowers
left.
in it. So it was this gorgeous like pink color in bottle. And so I'm gonna try and do like a little just a little batch of that, so that way I can bring that to you, because it's one of the coolest things that I've ever made.
Get to you here in a second, Fred. But from
hold
what
the
I
fuck
remember,
on.
Michaela, you
You're
said
rude.
that your
Go ahead.
gin is
Go ahead,
not
Doug.
your gin is not of the more piney taste, correct?
Well, we make 2 different ones currently where I'm at. The Portland Dry, I'd say, is like our piniest gin. But we like our gin number 1 and our gin number 33. They're both the same botanical build, but we just distill them differently. So the gin number 1 kind of has this like earthy, briny taste to it. It almost tastes like a salty, like a dirty martini right out of the bottle. And then we also do an Old Tom gin. So we do a heavier kind of floral component to it. We also have some yummy baking spices, and then we barrel rest it in a used wine barrel. So you get some of the sweeter like wine notes to it. I think it really pulls the gin together. So I think if you like aged liquor, I think you'll like the Old Tom gin more than the other two. But I think the gin number 1 might also be up your alley.
I'm just curious because most of the gin that I've had is just the run of the mill, more of your market gin.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what it tastes like,
That's honestly
outside of the normal blends. So.
Very curious.
Yeah.
I'm excited to taste some of your stuff. Hopefully, I get invited to Sturgis' house that day.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
first off, jackass, I just want to know who's not invited to my house ever. Phil,
Everyone.
go ahead. Phil, who? No, actually, Doug. Is it an open invitation?
Yeah.
It's always
myself and my whole family. Every time I've ever come over.
Every time he comes over, I'm like, make sure you let, even though the wife hates me. But
the wife's busy on Tuesday night. That's why Tuesday night.
How
works
about
great.
Fridays?
I'm busy.
I'll be there.
By the way, if you don't
Just tumbling
know,
on Friday
I've
nights.
got a very beautiful thing going on for my beautiful. First off, I know a lot of people are married, but I've got a great wife, probably the best wife. I'm not going to say shit, but go check out my. To be honest, one of the best.
Happy birthday to your dad,
Who's dad?
Craig Patrick.
Well, happy 73rd birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Pops.
First off, he's taking the show. That's fine. I'm kidding. I love it. Tomorrow.
Oh wait, hold on. No. Pop it back up.
Pop it back up real fast so I can read it.
My dad is Grandpa Stinson.
So tomorrow is
I
my
have Grandpa
dad.
Stinsons.
Tomorrow is my dad's 73rd birthday. I'm going to give him a first jar of a oak aged 115 corn barley and some blueberry vanilla back set shine. Dad's getting old, but I will get to share with him one of my passions for the first time tomorrow. I've been loving this podcast. I'll be back again. Old folks bedtime, fellas. Motor change out. Calls at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. My dad is Grandpa Stinson, Michaela. See you fucking animals next week. Thanks for the invite. That's 33 sounds nice.
Thanks for the extra beers tonight, Craig.
Yeah. Because of that,
Happy
Craig,
73rd
man.
birthday, though.
Craig done made him and I shotgun 3.
All right, let's. We should do a toast to Craig's dad.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Craig's dad.
Happy birthday, Craig's dad.
That's my beer.
No, enjoy sharing that blueberry vanilla shine. I think that's what it said.
Yeah, I think it was. Bill, you keep taking it off. I don't know why. Levi, you're a terrible producer. Keep it up.
What was it, blueberry vanilla?
Cheers.
Enjoy. Yeah. Cheers. Enjoy that passion with your father. It was father, right?
Yeah.
And if you need to address to Sturgis' house to send some,
yes.
Yeah.
6'5".
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I will tell you
Get
this.
doctored.
I only remember one. It's mine.
I think it's really intriguing. So when we started this podcast, I was okay. I'm gonna be honest. Can I be honest? Is it totally okay?
Yeah.
Totally fine to be okay and hammered and talk, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It always.
Michaela, is it okay if he says what he wants to say?
Yeah, go ahead, Sturge.
Okay.
It's all right. If not, well, I'm good. I'm good either way.
You look at me and feel like this
Sturge
might
has the floor.
bring me
Sturge
in.
has the floor.
Maybe not.
Tag him in, Doug.
Let's hear it.
I'm good with letting somebody else go.
No, I want to hear what.
No, I want to hear what you want.
Because you look at me.
I would have never thought. I would have never fucking thought 4 years ago when I created the idea. I would have never fucking thought that I have a Michaela from Oregon, right? I would not have Fred from Pennsylvania.
It's Pennsylvania.
Easy for you to say.
I just got done. What, Levi? First off, you ain't got a microphone or a fucking camera, so shut the fuck up. I'm being this. Okay, okay. So let me start over. Okay, Oregon. Fred from Pennsylvania. I would never thought I'd have Chris from Inglewood, Jason Davis over in Wilmington. John went on. He's a let's not forget volunteer firefighter. Who's fighting a brush fire right now, who had to leave.
Yeah, he had to leave for good
he's in Middleport, Ohio. We've got Peanut from different areas, me from different areas. This dream, what's going on
from
tonight?
different areas.
Huber,
Springfield,
Washington Courthouse.
Started. But here's the thing. You put this all in a fucking salad spinner and you just pull the fucking string, right? It all lines. So
Can't get a better shit show than what we got.
Craig 73rd?
73rd, yeah.
Hammered Sturge remembered 73rd birthday.
Happy birthday, Craig said.
Happy birthday.
How fucking incredible is that to be able to sit on here in a shit show, be able to know Craig's dad, 73 years old. That's a big number, man. That 73 years, that's a good time. Cheers to that guy. Cheers to that guy. My wife turns however old.
20? 21.
I said 21.
Don't lie, I'll give her 25.
To be honest, if it wasn't for her, what we're doing tonight would have never happened.
Sure, absolutely.
I will tell you that.
No, she puts up with a lot of shit.
This would have never happened. What we are doing in my house right now would have never happened without a woman like her. And I will take that. Peanut, same thing with you. Dylan, he ain't got shit. So Dylan just does what he does.
He's got the mask.
No, first off, Dylan plays his card right. But Doug, same thing. Steve, I don't know about you, bitch. But
that's Phil's seed.
Look at Burned Out Winery.
I mean,
if it
look
wasn't
at
for
it.
Fred's wife and Chris's wife.
If it wasn't for Fred's wife throwing him a hair towel.
That's funny.
Listen, hands down, my wife is one of the greatest people I know.
If you look at it right now,
yes.
Chris, you look at it, you take yourself, you look at what's going on in your life. Drunk or not, you cannot do it without the people around you, the people that you love the most. You
100%.
cannot do it.
100%.
And that's what when I created American Whiskey years ago, and I had that, I could never get it to fire away, right? I could never get it to fucking take over. I could never get it to go, even though I tried and I tried and I tried. Well, and I know why it never took off, because I never had Fred, I never had Chris, I never had Doug, I never had Dylan, never had Peanut, I never had Levi, I never had Gordon in the comments. I never had all these people to make American Whiskey. We're not American Whiskey. We all are American Whiskey.
Fact.
We never had Jason Davis in Wilmington who would show up randomly. I text him on a Friday. We're going live tonight. He's there. Michaela, fucking Oregon. How the fuck did we even meet? I don't remember. But
You asked me to be on the podcast, and I was like, "Yeah, Doug."
And that like when people wonder what is it all about in American Whiskey, there you go. It's summed up for you right there.
Family,
Whoever
it's
wants to be a
connection.
part of it, you can be a part of it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's fucking about.
It's family, it's connection, it's it's making that connection to everyone.
And I don't know
honestly.
about you, but it makes my heart full.
No,
Yeah,
so-
and I love it when Doug shows up every once in a while.
Listen.
Whenever he deigns,
"Listen,
to hang out with
Linda.
us.
Listen.
It's nice.
I am one bottle away from going to Aldi.
Hey, Aldi, listen.
You can make fun of Aldi, bro.
Go
but
to
I-
Aldi's, get their coconut.
You got to get their glue vine.
Their coconut is pretty good.
No, in
No,
all
I
seriousness-
appreciate that.
Hey, Doug,
No.
damn
Who
barefoot
ever
at the
thought- but
Dollar
who would-
General.
Who would have ever thought,
So-
Doug, 14 years ago, 15, 16, 17 years ago,
no more.
you and
yeah.
I would be sitting at the same table.
So I'm 38 years old now. And I know-
Damn, you're
No,
old.
I don't look it. Shut up, all you older people than me saying I look old.
Chris.
Shut it.
First off, my
Look.
kid.
You got a walker.
Fuck you.
Look like fresh haircut, you know. No.
Who would
But
ever
seriously.
thought that we'd be sitting
You're
on
all kids.
So I've known Sturge. So I'm 38,
20-something.
20. Yeah. I mean, 20 years, 20 plus.
At least 20 plus.
So I've known Sturge for a long time, and I followed Sturge when he did True Crime before he even brought American Whiskey along.
Reviewing report.
And so even
around.
before I joined American Whiskey, you know, I got in a raffle that he did to give away a bottle of Buffalo Trace.
We had 4 listeners. We did a raffle. Everybody got a bottle.
That's probably why I won.
got 4 bottles.
They were like, "Oh, this duck guy." This
So you're saying it was rigged?
No, that was the only one listening.
It was me, my YouTube account, my Facebook account, my Twitch account. No. But no, it's just weird how that works. You know, I followed you before, so I followed Sturge when he did True Crime. I followed Sturge when he did a podcast with his brother. It was I'm fat, he's fit, or he's fit, I'm fat. One of the two. Yeah, I can never remember the order there. But so I followed you through both those. I followed you American Whiskey before I even joined, and I won that bottle, you know, in a raffle and whatnot. I continued to listen for months and months and months, and then I just happened to come over, you know, one time and sat in, joined in, had a conversation, listened, talked, and then I joined up, and that was probably probably 2 years plus ago.
Dude, it's been long. That's what's fucked up.
That was a lot like
Dylan and I were just talking about
but
it.
Yeah, it's you know, you get involved in it, and you get consumed with it, and you enjoy it, you love it, you enjoy the people.
You know how
there.
much you love it? It's been over 3 years.
Has it been over 3?
Yeah.
See,
Dylan and I have been together.
Time flies, man.
Now.
You got kids, you know how.
And then here's the interesting thing. So we go to Farm to Bottle. Well, actually, we go to Hillsboro. I think it was Hillsboro. We met.
And I was like, "You were the fuck out here, and you didn't fucking tell me."
No.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. Without Amy, I never would have came over and got on the podcast.
Well, to be honest with you, let me be honest, because
I gotta grab a beer. Keep talking.
Do it. I will be honest with you. I saw you guys over there, and to be completely candid with you, you can hate me, you can love me, you can hate me for being honest, and I'm good with that because I don't give a fuck. It's fine. But I judged you guys. Okay, I judged you guys when I saw you there. Like, you guys didn't want to talk to me, so I judged the fact that you didn't want to talk to me. But my wife told me, "Well, you didn't talk to them." Right? Like that, not in that situation, but in general. My wife's a very positive person, one of the best probably that God's ever created. She's amazing. But the second that we did talk at Hillsboro, I was like, shit, man, I'm adopted. I was adopted when I was 9 years old. What did the Salmons family do? Adopted people into their lives. What did Chris and Amy do? Adopted a lot of children to show love and respect. Why did it take me that conversation to be willing to have it? It's really fucking sad. It's really fucking sad that it took that conversation for me to respect them. And that's how that relationship was created, because why are they not talking to me? Why are we not talking to them? It happened. We had a good time. Then we met you, Peanut. The next thing we had happen was Farm to Bottle.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm pissing on your tent. Dude,
getting hollered
I
at.
met you with my dick in my hand, Peanut.
I sing a song about his wife.
He'll bite it.
I grabbed my guitar. No, his wife first song I sung was about the breast, and I'm like, and I'm singing about big boobs and the Jeep and Phil being 5'2", and you know. But all joking aside, you put all these things in a basket, a salad spinner. I call it a salad spinner. Life's a salad spinner, right?
That's true.
None of you guys should be my friends. I'm not like any of you motherfuckers until I met Fred. But none of you motherfuckers.
Really, is Fred?
Well,
Yeah.
no,
I
what
mean,
you're
I
not
feel like-
telling them
I'm just joking.
is you come walking across. I'm just sitting up our tent and this and that. Don't know nobody. First time ever. You know, I've had dealings with
Fucking poor
Big Easy and
Densons.
Philbilly. That's it.
Yeah.
And here comes Sturge, and I think it was Dylan walking across the street. I'm like, babe, holy shit, that's Big Sturge. You know, I was following Big Sturge when they released, you know, Ohio Moonshine. And I'm like, holy shit, that's Big Sturge. Next thing I know, he's singing about my wife's tits and how good her tailpipe looked on a Jeep and how short I am.
Oh,
The next thing we know, we're sitting over there, we're bullshitting. We know the same people, and I had no clue these guys even lived anywhere close to me.
So then
in,
we
in the same city.
and then you get to that point, right? And you go from farm to bottle, Hillsboro, and you look at the fact that you're like, you know, where does this come from? Jason Davis, where do we meet? I think you were
The very first farm to bottle 3
and I
years
think
ago.
you were security, right? You're working.
No, I was just there.
Security.
I was just there.
Security.
We saw him. We met with him. Dylan's like, that's my fucking dude. That guy's cool as fuck. And the next thing you fucking know, this is what means everything to me. And I'm drunk. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna be that guy that's like, I'm not drunk. But what I will tell you, man, to have you guys at my house over a fucking turkey.
Just don't eat the gravy.
Yeah, don't eat that gravy.
Just wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Like I said, we went to Hillsboro. That was our very first event. Okay.
To have
This
you
podcast was over here. I was like, they aren't going to come talk to us. We're a winery, we don't do moonshine. And then
We never did it.
I can't remember who came over to the table and started talking to us. Uncle Joey dragged my wife over there, and I'm like, I can't leave my wife over there by herself, so I get hammered.
So he did one all right thing.
Uncle Joey's done a lot of all right things.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. So I got hammered in order to get over there to talk to you guys because I'm camera shy.
Yeah.
And it just blossomed from there. And
I
then
wasn't allowed to talk.
Fred wasn't allowed at the time.
I'll be honest with you, from what I remember, Dylan came
Fred
over to you
probably
guys, but you
disappeared.
guys were trying to set up. And that's why I was kind of frustrated. Was because the first time we tried to talk to you, Dylan went over there. You guys were setting up with your mom.
Well, Dylan also had his hand full of cases of wine.
I
That
think
is
they're
true.
misremembering
He put the
this.
glasses on for a reason.
I think they're misremembering what we're remembering. But either way,
No, it's fair.
what
It
I
was a
will say is at
frustrating
that
event.
time, it was, you know, here's the thing that I'll continue to do it. That I'll take, if you were to ask my son in 3rd grade to make a family tree, you guys would be on it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. And I will say,
I don't give
we
a
said, Dylan, try this. And he tried it. And that was it.
You know what's
Yeah, I was over
interesting
there
though?
drinking wine with you guys.
But to be honest with you, that took, and maybe it's me being a fucking wearing my heart on my sleeve. But you look at my son, you know what I mean, and you
hair looks
ask him
good.
that he got a perm, by the way,
I
but
like
whatever. He permed his
I'm
hair.
so proud of him.
Yeah, it
I'm
looks
so
good.
not happy about it.
It looks
Whatever.
good.
You got plastic all over
So you don't have
your furniture now.
But you asked my son, my daughters, make a family tree. You are all on it. And that to me is what the fuck I wanted in this basement, this little fucking space that we have here.
Oh, for sure.
You know, the money that, you know, that you're putting towards the love that you have for something. At the end of the day, are the people around you taking that too? Are they understanding what you're doing? And at the end of the day, when my son looks at Dylan and calls him Uncle Dylan, or at the end of the day, when Phil's getting out of the car and I'm getting out of the car, and they're running up to Phil and they're giving him a hug and asking him, how was your test today? When my son buys fucking Crocs because Burned Out Winery has a flame as their fucking logo.
Those are some sweet ass crops.
When
I
my
was so proud of those.
upstairs and
So
sees
dope.
John Bentz on there and wants to know, I'm not gonna lie to all y'all, John Bentz is Ryan's fucking hero.
Yep.
John Bentz. That's
John
what
Bentz,
John Bentz. He loves that show. We didn't even know John when he watched that show at first.
But no, that's awesome. That's awesome.
When Jason Davis comes here and Gail, and he knows Gail's name, right?
Yep.
And the mount, you know, just everything that comes together. Michaela, you saw my son ask the other day if Michaela was on. That to me is what this is all about. Are we still live? We're still live.
Yeah,
So,
we're still
okay.
live. It's 100%. It's the best thing ever. Even when I walk into the door, they approach me. Hey,
I
teach
hope-
me how to Dougie.
Dude, that's what I mean,
Yeah.
bro. What's crazy is The fact that Phil's getting out of the car to get my kids hugs. They call you Uncle Dylan. They're asking if Dougie Fresh is coming over. You can ask Dylan. That's being asked all the time, dude.
It's every week.
You know, Levi's washing my kids on Friday. You know, Chris, your kids, one of my kids to go with you the other day after the farmer's market. Do you know how many people have watched my kids without me being there? There's a very select fucking few.
Oh, you were hesitant, but they had a blast.
Dude, they did have a blast. And you know something? I want you to know that's just who I am as a person. I trust nobody. Fred.
That was Amy.
Every time you and your wife call me to ask about my kid's birthday and what size they wear, you guys have no fucking clue. Phil, Dylan, Doug, Fred, Chris, Michaela, John Bentz, you know, Jay Bird, Levi, you guys have no idea what you've done for me in my life. And this all is for you guys. In the fucking story, I would take this to my fucking grave. If I died in my sleep tomorrow, I'm taking you all with me because I fucking love every single one of you. And this American whiskey, when I thought about this one night, and my dad asked me, what does it mean? What does American? It's a weird name. What does it mean? Well, you're seeing it fucking tonight.
Well, I will say this: your dad got on the episode.
He did for once.
For once, and
I'm sad I missed that one. How long ago was that? Sorry, not
it
to
was.
interrupt.
You were there. It was when we did the release on accident.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
got
right.
it. Yeah, the
It
accident.
wasn't on camera.
And to hear my dad, the next day tell me that he was proud of me.
He's like, I wish they were my sons.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding.
you know, me and the wife went
The
to
big
the
dog
market
I
last
that,
weekend.
man. I love that for you.
bro.
and
Cause he don't say
JoJo
much.
was there. She says, "Are you my uncle?" So, yes, I am.
Damn straight, your uncle. Deal with it.
There's like, "You my uncle?" I'm like, yep, I am.
Get your ass to bed.
That is hardcore to me because that girl, she gets out there and helps me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sturge.
That girl's special. I love that. Little
She's a sweetheart.
Which girl?
JoJo.
Fred's got a question for you, Sturge.
Yeah, Fred.
Are you ready for batch number 2?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the right answer.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell
To be
yeah.
honest,
That's
bro.
number 2.
And you know what's also awesome is we'll be sitting at our booth and somebody will make a comment. It doesn't bother Fred and I or Amy and I, and you guys will get the facial expressions like, "Who the fuck are these people?"
Dylan and I are like, what bitch wants to fucking go? Let's
And we're
go.
just like, just let it go.
I know, man.
Yeah.
But that's what it's all about. You add all the personalities, right? You add I'm be honest with you, Fred and Chris, they're smooth, baby. They're
Like butter.
they don't give a shit, right? They're gonna slide through life whether you disagree or agree. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't give a F. We got
But
0
you know,
Fs.
To be
No
honest,
F's
They
given.
love that
we had a
logo, by the
great
way, this
episode
weekend.
with we had a
Thank
great episode with Amanda Bryant on Thursday. Was it
Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Yeah,
sorry.
Tuesday, yeah.
And I had some things going on the side, and I was on my phone, and I feel embarrassed by it. And you know, I was trying to handle drama on the side, and I should never have done that. But what I will say is the fact that we had Amanda Bryant on here was phenomenal.
I love her so much.
The
I'm
fact that Michaela-
so pleased that she came on the show. Like, she and I have just been two ships passing in the night. Because, like, I've done the show, like, I've had 4 episodes, and we just have always missed each other. And I was gonna go out for one of the jams last year, maybe 2 years ago, and it just didn't work out. But so to have the opportunity and to have the platform to be able to connect with someone who loves this craft as much as I do, and someone who also, like, now we just send each other cat memes. It's one of the best fucking things ever. Like, our text thread is just like cat memes and emojis laughing about it. It's
I love that.
the fucking best.
No, that's
I mean,
awesome.
how about what's his name? Jay? Poor dude.
Our boyfriend.
Starving.
Oh,
Fiance,
and we're
fiance
just
Jay.
going on.
yeah, I was like,
Here's a
I
truth.
remember
You know, it's random. At random, I can hear him in the background, like, "Holy shit!"
And they're in counseling because of you guys.
Yeah, probably.
They wouldn't be the first.
Certainly won't be the last.
No, absolutely not.
But he's a trooper. He stood there and starved to death.
No,
over her.
and as soon as he said his name, he's like, "All right, I can come into the picture."
So we're
Yeah.
gonna end the podcast. You guys can stay on if you want, but I literally told my homies that we're gonna do 45 to an hour. But here's the
And
fun
then I
thing
showed
about
up
my
in
wife.
an hour, so we got to do it for like.
Sorry, Steph.
I love it though. I love
Right
it though.
I told my wife it'd only be an hour, honey.
But
She's like,
that's
"What?"
That.
that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
We're gonna go around the horn because there's a question I used to ask at the end of every episode. And there's a lot of us on here tonight. Levi, I want you to be a part of this. We'll start with Michaela, Jay Bird, and then we'll go with Fred, Chris, and then we'll go us guys.
Why you put Fred in front of me?
Because he's got what is that called on his head? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go Kristen, Fred. How about that?
I'll just kidding.
I don't know. I'm not trying to piss
I'm
nobody.
always behind him. I'm sick of it.
He speaks for beauty, Chris.
I started the podcast out with any guest in the very beginning. Is what do you love about America? And I'm going to leave it at that tonight.
right.
So we're going to we'll start with Michaela and we'll roll with it. So what do you love about America?
I love that America provides a community for me that spans what I would be around in my normal life. Like Portland is its own kind of like large-ish city, but I love that I have the opportunity to interact with people from all across America and to be able to share what I love and be able to like nerd out with people. Like this is one of my favorite things about the podcast is I just get to talk to people that I would never get the chance to, and I'm very grateful for that opportunity.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Some places don't get the freedom to branch out.
That's a fact. Jay Bird.
I love the fact that we have the freedom to be able to love everybody, unconditionally, not just a certain group of people or anything. We can, as Americans, we have the freedom to believe what we want and aren't restricted to certain things.
Absolutely.
Chris with Burned Out Winery.
I'm sorry. I just love a diverse crowd. Like we can be ourselves,
Yeah.
and that's it.
I love that, bro. That's honestly that's
Simple to
perfect.
the point.
So Fred with Burned Out Winery.
The opportunity to do what I love.
All right, Peanut.
I got kind of a different one today. The
That's the
thing I
point.
love about America, we could screw with each other, but don't let someone from the outside come try to screw with us.
Absolutely
That
not.
we will all bound together and fight for anything.
Yeah, I love that.
I like
Peanut,
that.
that's good. Justice League.
I'm changing it every time. This time it's the start of the season, so I'm going to say America's pastime. Go Reds.
Fair.
Dougie Fresh.
Oh, what do I love? I love everything. Most recently, I love the freedom that I give myself to be able to, I guess, explore my own enjoyments. Most recently, I'm not limited. In America, I can watch what I want to on YouTube and fix my own vehicles. And I don't have to pay labor for people to do it for me. I've been able to repair 3 vehicles in my house and get the Christmas tree off my cars without paying that extra amount. Because thankfully, people in front of me have put videos out there for me to do my own work, and it's been great.
Levi, come here, buddy.
Hey, he should have another camera, right?
We do, but our fucking producer didn't remember how to pull it up, so that's not my fault.
Go Levi.
Oh,
Anyways, the amount of pride that people have for America, like how proud everybody is being American.
So my favorite part of America is I can have like a blackboard and write what I think is going to happen, and I'm going to be friends and love who I want to love, and then you can erase that.
and it kind of goes the way that it should. And that's what I love about America. I love the fact that sometimes it doesn't go the way that you're planning it, but it can go the way that it should. Right. So that's what I love. I love that so fucking much. So as always, I'm Big Sturge.
Dougie Fresh.
Justice League.
The Peanut.
Michaela.
Jay Bird.
Chris.
Fred.
Levi's over there. And we are
America.
American Whiskey.
See you guys. You don't have